Paul went out of his way to give me advice this whole process.
And what can you share? What do you feel comfortable sharing?
I'm comfortable sharing anything. I'm still new to this world, so I don't, my whole life is a shoot, so I'm having to find the balance while I'm leading into this thing. You know what I mean? Because I'm just
But you're being
honest.
you anyway.
Anyways,
yeah.
Paul, just little things like inside baseball. Paul's like promo stuff. Like I cut my first promo, and right before I went out, I was like, "Wise man, give it to me real when I come back."
And what did he say?
And he sat me down. He said, "First of all, you're natural." He said, "I got to be honest. Like it's unbelievable how you did that." He said, "It was special." He said, "Do you really want me to be a nitpicky motherfucker?" I said, "Paul, I beg you to be a nitpicky motherfucker." And he's like, "The pop, don't step on your own pop with the name." He's like, when you're in a conversation, I know it. It makes sense to be like, yo, nobody really cares about your podcast, Logan. Right? He's like, but in a ring, the pop is nobody cares about your podcast. The Logan could step on your pop.
Yeah.
Just like, and right then I was like, whoa. And he's like, I get it. You're a conversationalist. He's like, that's why I'm giving you the game.
Right.
And I was just so honored by that. And the second thing he gave me, I'm gonna keep down because it's something I might have to, I might be cooking with later this week. You know what I'm saying? But he's went out of the way. He broke down some frames on my things, showed me like camera stuff when I stood behind Logan. When Logan was on top of Randy at the Saturday night's main event, when I stood behind him, he was like, you looked right over there. He said you could see Logan's head, you could see the camera over it. He was like, so knowing that you've seen it over his head, he's like, if you took one step forward, you'd have cheated yourself into that whole shot. And it's just little stuff like that. And I'm pretty good at camera stuff because, I did Idol. I've been blessed to do a lot of TV. But it's like, those are the little things that were like, that's that nitpicky stuff. He was like, you did great. You addressed the main camera, the house camera. He's like, you had everything else down for the big stuff. He's like, but it's the
little stuff,
the connective moments, the minutia. It's like these little things, the little, what do I call it? Connective tissues, the nuances, nuances. He said that are going to be the special things. And I took all that to heart.
Yeah.
So when I see him this week, we're going to go frame by frame of that entire segment. He's going to stop. We're going to stop every frame, and he's going to be like, right here.
He is truly the wise man.
He really is. And he cares enough. Like he spoke to my whole. We're watching Monday Night Raw last night, and keep in mind, I got a bunch of people with me that I'm dragging into the wrestling world right now, and now they're completely invested. Obviously.
Thank you. By the way, thank you.
And they see Paul's on TV last night with Roman. We're filming this week. Y'all know what happened Monday night at Raw, and Steph starts getting excited, my physiotherapist. She goes, that was the nicest guy ever. I was like, which one? She was like, the one with the suit. I was like, that's Paul Heyman. She was like, he was so nice to us. And to just show like, that's so cool that he didn't know who they were. They didn't know who he was. And he just had a kind enough moment with her that it like excited all of them to see him in the ring. And then I was like, well, you're finna boo him. Watch, he's a real asshole in there. I was like, totally
and he wants
different
you
guy.
to boo him. Yeah.
You were talking about making people feel something. This has been one of the funnest things I've learned in this process. There are kids in here every day training their ass off. And they're praying that one day somebody cares enough about them to boo them.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. For the non-wrestling fans listening to this, I know that blows your fucking mind. You know what I mean? Because like I'm a wrestling fan, and it still blows mine a little bit. You know what I mean? Like these kids are fighting.
So you know what's funny? I think though it just depends on who you are because not everybody loves being a heel. I love being.
You're
a heel.
so good. I rewatched your Ronda Rousey match, her debut the other night with you, your husband and Kurt.
Yep.
And I've been watching all y'all celebrity matches just to kind of see where, I'm trying to figure out where I'm at in this process. So I don't want to let nobody down. You know what I'm saying? And what I took away from that match the most was, besides Ronda's just fucking
She's
athlete.
amazing.
You know what I mean? What an athlete. But was like...
Yeah, like two Olympians.
Don't take this wrong. I had remembered your husband's legendary heel run because he had he was the heel face of WrestleMania for a decade. So it's like... I had, in that, by default, I had forgotten how great of a heel you were.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
And so when I rewatched the match, I was like, oh, yeah, no. She was like, I was getting mad at you a little bit. I was like, that's just
doing her job.
Petty. You know what I'm saying?
No. Okay.
Did y'all just have a girl moment there? Did y'all just check each other's teeth or something?
No, I was saying, I thought this, like I had a weird angle and I thought maybe I was going to get her in the face.
I worried you just had a tooth moment where he's like.
No.
I'd tell her.
I'd be less subtle. But thank you. I appreciate that. It's, Paul obviously put that whole match together and it was amazing. I mean, to be in there with honestly 2 Olympians and arguably one of the greatest of all time, I truly believe in my husband and me. Like, who's not the athlete here? No, I had to train
But we always talk
so
about
much.
she forgets like what she went through, which you're
You're
in
going
this
through right
process
now.
now.
Yeah.
Like the bruises you were talking about on McAfee. She'd come into the office because she's still an executive at the time, and she sits down for a meeting, and I'm like, your elbows are black. Like,
Black.
The bruises are
Yeah.
so dark. So she's got ice packs on her elbows on a call, like, and you're eating a certain way because you have to for the ring, and then you're also giving presentations. Like, it was just another level that you always forget, and I like to remind you.
Oh, thank you
But,
very
like,
much, very much.
You are now in.
But getting back to the whole reason why we got into this is about being a heel. So when I first, and thank you. But when I first started, I was a baby face, or at least we tried to make me a baby face. And I remember when I realized, and I think my dad realized it, we go out and the Undertaker had abducted me. We couldn't say kidnapped, it
Casual.
was abducted. The semantics are important. And I'm in the middle of the ring now, and I'm supposed to be getting sympathy, and I'm talking about the things he supposedly did. And they are like eating it up, and they want to believe every nasty possible thing that they could. And they were, it was unbelievable. And I remember in that moment looking at my dad, being like, "This is kind of surprising," and he was eating it up. And I remember his reaction too. So when I really turned, and then they came, and it was slut. Like they used to chant "slut" at me. People don't even remember that.
Because that's when it started in the Triple H storyline.
That's right.
That was the
That's
beginning
right.
of that.
Yeah. Slut, slut, slut. And I was like, oh, this is the coolest. No one's ever chanted slut before. And then the worst was Steph's got side meat.
Yeah.
Somebody said that from the front row, and I was
Check in on that.
because you're
Side
putting
meat.
yourself out there, and I don't look like these girls, and I know that, but it's okay. So I got a little side me. You don't have to call it out.
I feel like it's creative.
Yeah, it was. But she's a crack whore with Chicago. That was, That
I'm not
going to
lie,
the
though.
worst
Side
one.
meat was a little more dirty.
Yeah, side meat was
I'm married.
mean.
I am a
It was
married
just
man.
mean.
That is
Yeah.
just
I
malicious.
thought
That
it
is
was
not
mean.
in good
That hurts.
spirit.
It did. I was like, and those guys were so proud of themselves.
It was, we got her.
What's the worst insult we can
Right?
use?
Right?
Side meat.
I'm glad I'm wrestling Logan Paul. I don't have to worry about that. you can't go heel next to him. He's gonna get booed out.
Oh
of the
my God,
building.
he's awesome. He's a great heel.
It's early to say this, but you can say this for sure. He's the best heel of this decade. It's
I don't know.
2020.
I
the
mean,
last
he's
3
awesome.
years,
He's
Logan's
amazing.
heel work has been
I think Gunther
ridiculous.
is right up there.
Gunther's great. You know when Gunther's always had me, but even how he came out of the Bill Goldberg match.
I mean,
with just
right?
that shit-eating smile. He's like,
He's
why is
so
everybody having
smug.
such a bad day?
So
He's like,
smug.
I'm having the best day
I
ever.
love Gunther.
But I
think
can tell
he
you this.
is an amazing heel, but so is Logan. Different heels.
I'm biased, obviously, but I've listened to both of them get booed in person. Logan, when he got booed in Nashville, Tennessee, I couldn't hear his promo at first.
Yeah.
It was that
It was loud.
I was like waiting for when I was going to be able to say something and couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, it was.
Isn't that the best feeling
deafening.
in the world?
I've never experienced nothing like it.
It's crazy.
And the next night in Atlanta, when they chanted for me, when I was getting in the ring and I got the jelly chant, I was like, I'm not new to that kind of experience as
Right.
far as like being
Live
in
event
a situation. Yeah,
performance,
but dude, what I do and what that is, there's nothing like it, which is why I'm so hooked.